been back in Seattle for coming up on 2-3 weeks now, and it's been nice. It's been really nice to kind of get used to having that social life again, hanging out with friends, hanging out with my girlfriend, and obviously having Randy around for workouts, having Will around for helping me film, having Johnny around to help film. It's cool having this kind of unique crowd around me, and we're kind of all just working together to obviously make awesome content, but at the same time we're serious about this training thing, and I keep in contact with my dad every day. He's always barking at me, calling me, texting me, doing all that stuff, and I'm just happy being able to reflect back on the last few weeks with how training has gone so far here, and I do potentially see like a long-term future in Seattle. I feel like we're in a cool spot with the group that we've kind of formed, and like I really hope that you guys can start to get to know guys like Randy and Johnny and Will more, because you know, we're in a unique situation, and I think that what we're doing is really special, and we're kind of at that point in our lives where, you know, no one's really telling us what to do. Like, you know, there's no real true incentive for me to be continuing to run at a high level, but I want to, so I'm going to, and I'm, you know, pretty realistic about my passion with it, and I think I can do some pretty cool things on the track still. It's also been nice seeing all my former Brooks teammates on the Beast. We're still hanging out here and there, and you know, we had a fun weekend last weekend with all those guys and girls, so I feel very welcomed in this city, and I hope you guys can kind of keep continuing this journey on the last ride here, because I think that it's off to a pretty much ideal start. Walking down the stairs of our house with coffee and Randy Stroopwafel.
Raced Spencer a lot in high school, so we kind of had like our group of the guys in Connecticut who were racing all the time. So it was like me, Ari, Spencer. You've seen Eric in past videos.
All right, guys, so we're heading out to Shoreline Stadium, which is a track we think we can get on in Seattle. We're gonna cross our fingers that we can get on it, because, you know, we're doing 1Ks. Ideally shouldn't have to go on the dirt track for that. I think that it's just gonna be inaccurate for 200 splits, which is what Ks are essentially.
Every time I wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. AK-47s, Mac 11s, Glocks and 9s, and all these.
Are we good? Yeah, we're good. We got 9x on tap today with 1 minute rest. I think the key is the 1 minute rest. That's gonna be the hardest part of the workout. Just making sure we continue to hit the splits 3:05 or faster, and then work down a little bit towards the end. Having Randy is going to be a big help as well, because two people obviously better than one. Cold out there today, but not too bad. Seattle, so rainy. Looking forward to today, and really happy we got on this track, so hopefully we don't get kicked off.
I was actually hosted by both Ari at UVA and Spencer at Georgetown. Yeah, I ended up just sending out to Boulder when Ari and Spencer were going, and that's when I became close to Will and pretty much everyone else there. And my plan was always to make it out to Seattle eventually. My brother lives in the city. It's kind of just, I'm doing one to go to the West Coast, and Seattle's kind of my favorite city there. As for running, it's a really conducive environment to like achieve the running goals that I want to. I didn't do everything I wanted to in college running wise, and I truly do love running and being fit and just working out and racing. And it's something I'm really not ready to let go. And living with Spencer and this training environment is just really conducive to just continuing to pursue that. I don't really know what the future holds in running, but I'm really excited to find out. I'm gonna do a lot of Keith's training. I've worked with some phenomenal coaches over my time in college. Vin Lanana and Jason Dunn, like two of the best coaches in NCAA history. And I definitely have adapted a lot of their training philosophies, and I know it works for me very well at this point. So I'm excited to get that momentum rolling again. As I mentioned earlier, like after the NCAA season, I was just a bum for a while. I just kind of stopped running a lot, just kind of enjoyed my life, and not running is great. Like the other side of that lifestyle is it's so much fun. So I was like really enjoying that for a while, and now it's fun. I'm back in Seattle, and like I really feel the momentum shift, and I'm ready to commit all into running some PRs and running really quickly in the coming months.
I'm a gross boy. Guys, workout went about as well as it could have. Having Randy was great. Randy's tough, man. He takes him out in like 70, 71 early on, which is faster than pace. But it kind of just gets you going earlier. But so yeah, Randy was a great addition to have. I will say, however, I had to take a number two different times in the workout. So after rep 4, I had 1:40 rest instead of 1 minute, and then after rep 6, I had 1:30 rest instead of 1 minute. Super unfortunate because like it just messes up the, you know, flow of the workout. I don't think that the rest helped me. In fact, I would say that the panicky having to go to the bathroom makes you feel horrible when you first start again. Wouldn't you kind of agree with that? Like,
it absolutely is. The point of 1 minute rest is to keep your heart rate high and not really give it a chance to come down. So kind of like, it's more of like a broken tempo effort. It feels like a tempo and you get the same benefit. So if you're dipping off to take a shit, your heart rate's staying high. So you're kind of still in the same zone and getting the same benefit.
But this usually doesn't happen. Only did because I was an idiot and drank coffee a little too late today. And Randy has too strong of coffee.
Pour over coffee is the only way to go. Gets you going.
But I'm not gonna let that deter from the fact that we averaged pretty close to 301, 302. I mean,
if we average them out for sure.
Yeah, we were going like on average low 3s, which is more than what my dad asked for, and closed the last couple faster than 3. So like, I'm really happy with today, and not the greatest weather. It wasn't windy at all, so that's okay. But it was cold out, so you always got to factor that in. But yeah, shows the progression is really coming along.
What's up, guys? It's Johnny Pace. I'm out here in Seattle with Spencer and the rest of the boys, and I was a former runner. The reason I know Ari and Randy is because I was teammates with them. I went to University of Virginia, was an 8:20 3K guy, and the last year, so I actually got back into shape. It's on Ari's channel. Ran a 5K PR. You guys have probably, if you followed along with Spencer's channel, you might have started to see me about last summer, the summer of Boulder, and as you might have watched, it was a pretty special summer, and we all became pretty good friends. I had never really picked up a camera before, but a lot of the stuff we made turned out really cool, and it was a lot of fun, and I ended up buying my own camera, and I work remotely. I'm a consultant, but I love, you know, capturing cool stuff. So if you followed along with Ari's channel, I was with him from the Albuquerque training camp through Austin, Tucson. Really glad to see new places, and I feel like I'm just getting started and just love, I think it's been such a great way to meet a lot of nice people. So if you're a fan of some of Spencer's videos, like The Last Ride, or any of our videos from back in Boulder, if you've seen Ari's videos, maybe Lone Star, for example, any of those videos where he was out training with Lionel Sanders, I had a hand in that, and have really loved those projects. And I'm kind of freelance, and I work a full-time job, so it's not my main gig, but give my account Pace Photo a follow if you're interested in that work, if you want to see more of what I'm up to. Like I said, I have a camper van that I've taken across the country. I would love to come work with you.
What's up, everyone? I'm Will. I've known Spencer since high school. We went to high school together. We were on the same cross-country track team, Wilton CT. When Spencer signed with Brooks, I decided to just keep driving out west with him and Ari, so we ended up out in Seattle. Started my own vlog channel for a little bit. You can check that out if you want. It's pretty good. There's like 10 episodes. It's kind of a masterpiece. We go rock climbing a few times a week. I play a lot of disc golf, which is a ton of fun. I try and drag Spencer to those things, but he surprisingly is an incredibly lazy guy, and pretty much all he does is run. I try to get him to do more activities, but he's not really an activity guy. So yeah, I mean, it's been a blast out here. I love the West Coast. I miss the East a little bit, especially on these rainy days out here, but being able to go to the rock climbing gym on the rainy days is pretty nice. Just kind of get a climb and get a workout in there. And then on the nice days, I'll, you know, go out and disc golf and obviously run every day. On Sunday, I'm running 25 miles for my 25th birthday, so Randy said he'll join me on that, so that'll be fun. Not sure why he so willingly decided to join me on that, but it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Shout out Johnny Pace for all the photos and videos, and yeah, we've just been chilling, having a good time out here.
I'm excited you guys are starting to meet my friends and know them at a little bit deeper of a level than you usually see in videos, and just to see the culture we've kind of created here out in Seattle alone, on our own. And yeah, I'm really excited. So I've got my first official race under my dad coming up for Thanksgiving. I'll be going home and just doing honestly a local 5-mile race there, and my goal is to run somewhere in the mid-24s for a 5-mile race. I think that would be a really solid first performance. But yeah, I think after that I'll be going back to Seattle and continuing to train out here. At this point, I have been running competitively for so many years, and I'm just having fun, and I'm taking it as serious as I can, and that's the exciting part. No one's holding me back, and I'm not holding myself back anymore. At the end of the day, guys, I've learned I'm doing this for myself, and I'm doing this for you.